All right, test, test. Okay, should be working. All right. So this is the project that I've been working on for a good portion of today. Um, this is what it sounds like so far. I'm working in Ableton at the moment. I really do like this piano roll here. It's called Childhood Home Piano, and I've edited it so that the keys clacking is a little bit less than the default, and added two reverbs. Okay, so that's basically what I have at the moment. So we have a little bit of an intro here with the saw pads, some strings, a Reese bass filtered, and then a delayed horn here, which I played around with the settings a little bit, so it's very far in the back, and it's more of a sweeping sound. So it's looking good so far. Um, I wonder what else I could add. This part here, I said in the previous video as well. This part here was I first played that on the piano. The melody or the descending chord here. It's a G major 7th chord, so descending G major 7th to an E flat major descending chord. So I don't know the proper terminology. Descending chord. I call it this descending chord. Descending arpeggio. Um, it's half of an arpeggio, I think. Arpeggio is like up and down, up and down. Like, let me show here. Up and down, up and down. This is like a descending, so it's only this first part. Not sure what the terminology is there, but there's that. And then we also have this do 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 in the mid here, which helps with the harmony. And then we have a bass here that's going boom, 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 boom throughout, just changing from the root note of G to E flat to G to E flat, repeating. I played that on the piano. It was, I think, just 4 measures, and then I expanded here. So that's where I'm at. So I worked on a couple hours, just trying to find the right instruments. Finding the right instruments was the hardest part for sure. It's kind of difficult to find instruments that sound good. Even these instruments, they sound all right, I would say, but there's probably much better out there, and I can maybe tweak them a little bit more. Um, but yeah, that is where I'm at the moment. Okay. When I played this, the piano was completely silent, because of all of the instruments that are playing on top of it. It's not silent itself. It's of course playing, but it's not. You can't hear it. It sounds really good. Um, hmm. I could possibly remove this to save on CPU a little bit. There's really no difference in the ears. Um, I did have another melody that I played on the piano too that I'd like to put um, as sort of a transition. So this being the intro, this being the first, I guess, verse, with the next section of the song, followed by another transition with the piano. That would be another melody, and then maybe we could. It's like a call response. I can have another section like this here, with a strong bass like here, and strong mids, strong. I don't know. It's not a strong melody. Definitely could improve on the melody. Um, but it sounds okay. It sounds good, I think. Hmm. Let's see. Let me see if I can. I don't have my piano plugged in right now. So, I mean, if I had it plugged in, it would be very easy, but that takes quite a long time to set up. So, I'm just going to do it manually with the mouse. Actually, I don't need to delete everything. So, I'm going to delete just this. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. I'm also new to Ableton, so I really don't know all the settings. I've been doing some composition just on my own, on and off, inconsistently for the past couple years now. But that was using Soundtrap, that was using BandLab, so I got really good at both of those uh, DAWs. They're both free online, browser based. But I got Ableton, bought it, um, and it's a really nice piece of kit for sure. It's really nice, but there's so many bells and whistles. So I things that would have been behind a paywall for a band lab or Soundtrap or whatever. And for example, like in Soundtrap, there was limited automation with the different MIDI tracks. You couldn't automate as good as here in Ableton. And Ableton is just almost, I don't know if it's an industry standard. Definitely, I don't think there is an industry standard DAW for music at all. Definitely not. But they're well known ones. I was kind of debating between um, Ableton and FL Studio, which one to get. FL Studio was something like 500, I think, and this was 700. So, or something like that. The Studio Ableton was something around 700, something like that, to get the full version. I thankfully had a big discount for that, which is why I ended up going for Ableton. But enough of me talking. let, let me get to this melody here. So this was, it actually changes chords completely. So we started in a root G, and then we moved down to E flat major, right? Okay. And we're kind of alternating between the two. Now we're going to transition to a root D major. But I think it's so subtle that you shouldn't. Well, you'll definitely notice it, but it should be a smooth transition. Um, we'll see. So, all right, enough of me talking here. Let me focus and see what's going on. I'm definitely still a novice at music composition, that's for sure. Um, but I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm having fun. This is what I enjoy to do for sure in my free time. Um, this was a, let's go, yeah, D, C sharp, A, F. Dun, 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 dun. No, we want it to be more steady. Dun, 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 dun. So this is a falling pattern. It's very dreamlike. And then we're gonna fall. So this is a D7, D major 7. I love the 7th chords. They're, in my opinion, amazing. I love them. I love them. They're mostly used for jazz, but if you structure them, you can get creative, and they really have this dreamy, um, I don't know about romantic feel, but it feels not so much romantic. There are better ways to make romantic sounding chords or melodies, but this is definitely more of a dreamy sound. Doon, 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 doon. Okay. Doon, 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 doon. And then we can go G, F sharp. So now we go from D. This is what I meant by we are transitioning from G to D. So now we're in D. Then we transition back to G7. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Yeah. So we go down, 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 down. It's a little bit fast. Like this transition here between A, F sharp, D, G to F sharp again. This is we got used to this descending pattern for what 30 measures now, and then now we're going up one. So we're descending, 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 and then we go up one after 31 measures. So it does catch your ear. Maybe that should be the intention. Right. Okay. So let's see how that sounds. Definitely give a transition to this. Oh, we did not finish the, oops, that's why it ended on 30, all right, because we started at half a measure here. Right, okay, so we're kind of shifting back to here. So hopefully we can play with the reverb. Because here we're just turning off the volume. I want it to kind of end on a big, like ethereal reverb hit. Not a hit, but kind of like we're going from this stereo sound, a dreamy feel, and I just want it to continue or kind of just fade away naturally, not by manual automation here. Maybe just deleting it, honestly. That might just be it. Yeah, but this is such a different chord change. And it's very, it's very mechanical, there's no, it's boom, 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 boom. It's, you know, it's the computer's playing it, a robot's playing it. You can do a nicer transition if you were to record it on a piano. On the computer, it's just so much harder to humanize, make it feel human, versus just for me. I mean, I've played piano for a while now. For me, it's just easier to play on the piano. I'm just too lazy to connect the piano right now. I also want to get better at making music just with the computer. It's a skill in itself, so. Right, and then at this point, we can go to an A. Right, where you can go down to an A? I'm just thinking right now. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. A. A. What's an A major 7? It's A, C, A, C, A, C sharp, C, A, C sharp, E, G7. Okay. Okay. A. Let's first make it and then we'll change it. So this is an A major. The thing is that it's just such a different chord. Like we've been alternating between G7 and E B flat major. And then now we're going to D, then G7, then A, and then I'm going to go back to D as the root. It will be satisfying, but it's just so different. Maybe I need to put a different step, a different pause. I mean, I need to increase the pause here. Okay. Okay. C sharp. Let's go A. G, sure. G sharp. Maybe we can completely change the tempo. I am thinking of slowing it down. Let's do that. Let's just try it out at least. Down, down, down. So we're going right. A, G, E, E, C. Definitely would work. Yeah, I would definitely still say I'm a novice to all of this. Well, maybe not a novice. I'm not like brand new, but I still have so much to learn. I know the basics of music theory, and I have enough creativity to work and play around with things. But there's just still so much to learn. Right? And then we can go D, D, right? D back to this. D, C sharp, da, da, back to A and F. A, and then F. Okay. All right, and then this will sound more complete with a bass that'll accompany this. Because right now it just won't work as is. We need to have some structure. And what will give it structure is a bass line or a pedal tone, bass line pedal tone. And that will be with the, what instrument do you call this? A basic saw large. Just the boom, 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 boom at the bottom. Okay, let's see. Right, right. Okay, and then we can repeat this. We're kind of descending. We can go up. Oops, did I select everything in the track? I'm not sure. Sometimes it selects everything in the track, in the MIDI track. So let me see. No, these two are disconnected. Sometimes if you do Control A, it will it depends on what DAW you're using, but sometimes it would just select everything in the track, and then you you edit this and it edits everything that you don't want to edit. It's annoying. Anyway, let's extend this. Let's move this up. Yes, perfect. Whoa, F, what is this doing here? How can I play from here? Oh, here. Okay, and then how can we go from a D sharp to something? Okay, we can go down a third. So that goes down to B. So from D to B. And then we do a B minor. Well, let's first start with this root. This is interesting because I did separate the piano from the saw. So the melody, or the, I guess the melody here. Let me play from back here. Okay, so we can kind of that call in response that I was kind of talking about before. Let the ears get used to this. And then we do some unexpected switch again. So, you know what? Yeah, let's just copy this because it has most of the structure that I want already. So instead, we go. I do need to see this. Can I select both of these? I can. Whoa. Now that is helpful. Is it actually helpful? It's the question. I mean, at this moment, is it helpful? This bass is very hard. Let's see. Maybe let's move it down. And of course, this would be the D, I guess F sharp instead of G's would be A. And then, oops, maybe F sharp A like this. C sharp. Really not too different. Let's roll with this. It's a little bit monotonous. So we're gonna be switching, yeah, to G, which is fine. That was the intention. And then now we want to go to A. That is gonna be something. So to go to A, well, first of all, we have this. Let's do the arpeggio. Oh, that chord progression is spicy. Okay, I like that. from D? No. I mean, D worked because D and A, they contrast well, or not sure how to describe it, but it works. I like the D. Let's go A. Yeah, let's hang around longer in the A. Let's actually speed this up. So let's go. I'm going back to the original idea because I think this can work. Yeah, this will work. Dun, dun, dun. It's a little bit more interesting. It's more interesting, I think. So let's move that there. Let's move this here. Move this here. Move this here. Okay. Whoops. I don't know. Some people say they hate the piano roll in Ableton. But I actually like it. It's just too much of a chord progression here. I mean, jump, not chord progression. Let's go maybe up to A here. Yeah. Let's go up. Actually, yep. Let's go up, like so. You see how that goes back to D, satisfyingly? I'm not sure. It goes back to D satisfyingly. It's late as I'm recording this, so I cannot pronounce stuff too well. Cannot English, I guess is the way to put it. D, C sharp, A, F sharp, D major, 7. You know, maybe I should have just never let this piano go. I remember I was looking through all the instruments. I really liked this space, booming, saw large instrument. It was. Why can't I hear? Okay. I really liked it, but also the piano has a magic of its own. So really, I'm not sure. Everything's out of sync at the moment because we're making the music. This is part of making music. You just kind of go with the flow, see what sounds good. After all, that's what music is really just what sounds good to the ears, what's pleasing to the ears. It's like a leaf falling. I feel like that's what it sounds like. Um, it's a beautiful melody. I really like it. Now, how do we use it with this instrument? This is really big, brass-like. It's reminds me of C418's Stranger Things intro, theme song intro, kind of like this 80s type. How do you even describe it musically? I don't know. But the synth sort of sounds like that. Back to this. I'm not sure. Not sure what to put. Okay, this is annoying now. Let's solo this. Or not this, this. Right, so we want, let's just drop down to, what's this, D? So D, da, 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 D, D. Okay, I like that. Let's go. I like setting this off. Let's try this. I think it will sound really good. Let's see. Let's go here, here, there. Okay. And then this went where? A. So A up, yeah. Like that. Boop. All the way down. Okay. Okay. Then maybe we can transition like this to another part, because that works. That was completely unintentional, but it doesn't sound bad, so let's roll with it. Because we go from this like melody here, and then we're changing chord progressions from G to a chord from a chord progression that's from G. It starts at G, and then it transitions to D. It's just this transition that's really harsh. I'm gonna be staring at this for a little bit. What do I do? I've been at this for 40 minutes now. Okay. Technically, you could say I've only gotten so far. Not that long. Not that far. Not a lot of progress. But music is like that. Music is like, it's like art. It can take, like a piece of art, it could take a long time. It could take days. It could take weeks. It could take hours. It could take a month. So I also believe that music's a language. It's a way of expressing emotion, expressing. It's definitely, obviously, it's a way of expressing yourself for sure. I'm just thinking right now. How should I? Well, let's play it from the beginning. See how it flows. Where do I? Yeah, there it is. Okay. See, I really like that. I really like this here. Okay, let's replicate that. So let's go. This is two measures out. So boop, and we go boop. No, we don't. We do this, then this. Okay. I noticed another, not issue, but something I could improve. Is reverb. What reverb did I use for this? Let's see, a delayed room reverb and delayed hall reverb. So delayed room reverb, and then a delayed hall reverb. No, I need to continue this, but then like fade this out big time. Okay, then we can kind of fade this in. I agree with this. It's very peaceful. Oh, why did you loop back? Okay. Okay, obviously it's the wrong chords, but the rhythm is there. The rhythm is there, and the structure we've already figured out. So the hard part is already done. I'll tell you actually, creating the the melody, harmony, and bass line on the piano for this part took days. Of course, not like literal hours, like 48 hours. No, 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 not at all. But an hour here, an hour there. Maybe like it took me, I'd say like 3 to 4 hours over maybe 2 or 3 days to kind of figure out something there. Of course, I'm not just like sitting there staring at a wall, like trying to figure out one melody. No, I'm playing other things, but it after 2 or 3 hours, I came across this melody, um, discovered it, I guess you could say. Um, anyway, I lost my train of thought. Um, let me see. Hmm. Half of this is just staring at the notes, just trying to think of what would look good, what would sound good. It already sounds great. I can definitely expand this out even more. But I guess, yeah, another thing I could say that I've learned is not to repeat a melody, or not necessarily that. That's the wrong. Scratch that. Not that, but not to repeat a pattern for more than um three, how do you say, sections of 4 measures, right? So kind of in music, a standard is that after 8 measures you would change the beat, or in drums, I guess, you change the beat, you change the flow, and often maybe you change something in the music would change. It could also be after 4 measures, after four, these increments of fours, usually where something would change, um, in the music. it would flow. And you don't want to have something going for more than 3. You don't want to have some pattern going on for more than 3 sections of 4 measures. So basically 4, 8, 12. 4 times 3, 12 measures. Anything longer than that, then it becomes boring. That's just how our ears work. After 12 measures, it doesn't work anymore. So, which is why at least when I was learning drums when I was younger, that's what I was told. Is that for 8, after every 8 measures something would change, not every 12, but every 8. So you every 2 sections of 4 measures, just to keep the interest. That's the whole idea, just to keep the interest up. And that's kind of what I've been trying to. My whole point in saying all of this is that that's kind of what I've been trying to do here a little bit. So after 8 measures, well, first we had this 4. This is gosh, I'm zoomed out, so I'm thinking I'm not explaining this the right way. How do I do it? There you go. Still learning the interface here. See, so after 8 measures, the intro is done. Then we switch. Something happens. Here we're just adding layers. So we add the re space. We add the which is just a root note. So G, then D, a D sharp, so E flat, and then we have this this sweeping brass in the background. Okay, so we're just adding layers. 8 measures more, that lands us at 17, or 16 ends at 16 here. Of course, so technically we did have this gap. So technically the 8 measures start here. So that lands us here. And here you could see I removed this pad. So something changed. I removed the pad, which is noticeable enough that you know that something's changing. And then we go on again for another 8 measures. I kept it like this. Another 8 measures. So now we're 16 measures in. Then we're kind of fading out, so something changes again. But, yeah, it's a rule of thumb not to let anything repeat itself for too long. You always want to keep things interesting. You don't have to be really religious about it or structured, but definitely don't be boring. That's for sure. Okay. Okay, that's too fast. Too fast of a fade in. Okay, because at this point, this is where we finally hear things at its maximum volume. So we need to create something here to transition. So here's a transition point basically. And I want to create something here. We could be pretty lazy about it and just cut, duplicate, and it might work. So how do I cut? I haven't done that yet. Oh, Control E. There you go. Okay. Right, okay, this is actually a really, really nice melody. This is entering. Was it Control E? I don't remember. Yeah, it was Control E. Why weren't you able to split? Oh, okay. Cool. So let's see. Okay, I like this. We're definitely gonna have to change. Whoa. Oh, you can move automation like this. Okay. That's actually really nice. I'm enjoying the piano roll. I don't know why I did mention this a little bit ago. I People say they don't like the piano roll in Ableton. I don't know. Maybe it's just my experience with Soundtrap and Band Lab that made me just get used to a horrible piano roll. But yeah, because the piano roll in Band Lab and Soundtrap, yeah, it's free. It's free, but it's just so annoying. So I don't know. I just don't have a frame of reference. I guess FL Studio is just better with the piano roll, but I don't know. I'm enjoying Ableton. Right, I do appreciate. Can I delete this? Control E. Hello. Can I not control EU? Can I not? How does this sound? It fades out. Oh, this is gonna sound amazing after I spend half an hour trying to get this to work. I can envision it in my head. It's gonna sound great. It's just to get there, we're gonna have to play around with this for a little bit. And I just want to skip to the end. I don't want to have to work through this. This is part of what I do often. It just works. There we go. I was just trying to make that transition smoother from one octave to double, kind of increase in intensity as this thing also increases as this saw large or basic saw large increases in intensity. Okay, but this saw right here is really out of sync. It is really not doing what I wanted to do. Nope. We want D. This. Right, so essentially what we had worked here. Just why? What's going on? So we go from D to A. What happened here? We went from D to okay, so we're transitioning too slowly up here. Sad days, sad days. We need to fix this. Well, this is when this overlapping thing works. It helps a lot, I mean. So we go do 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 do, and we need this to go do 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 do. Yep, that's overlapping. That's fine. Yeah, this melody does work. So do 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 do. So it goes up. This goes down. This goes down. This goes down. So it'll work. It will just work. But we need to transition here because we're not transitioning to an A here. So we need to go. What letter is this? Letter. Sure. We'll go with letter. Note. More like it. Okay. Sure. And then we can go to, now we transition here to A. Oh, so we already did it. A, D, G, G, D? What? What was I thinking here? A? C sharp? C sharp, more like it? What's going on? Okay, this automation, let's delete this automation first because we need to hear what's actually going on. Okay. Yeah, so we want to keep this like dissonance between these two chords, which is good. That's what makes music beautiful, imperfection. And then we go from this is A. Okay. Yeah, what am I talking about? Literally just went over this. I'm getting tired. Okay. A to C sharp to E would work. Yeah, sure, why not? And then we go G sharp and then A. Whoa. To A, right. But we're transitioning too late, as I said before. What are we doing? Like here, we've transitioned already. See, so we go from D to A. We need to transition here. I'm confusing myself. I'm slow right now. What? Yeah, we can transition here to A. Okay. Then let's just make it all the way back down again. Don't care about the chord progression. So now we're in A, and then so this needs to go down to A, and then this needs to go down, go up. Wait, what? Oh my. This is G. Wow. What have I been doing? Well, that's how you know I'm tired. Still sounds good, even though it's completely wrong, which is fine. But so go down to G, okay? G. Go to G. I don't know. That's such a jump, though. What are we doing? Let's go up. How about to here to G? G B. G B. That works. G B D. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Subwoofer, lullaby, Minecraft. Do do do. Do do do. 1, 2, 3. You go F sharp G, F sharp. Just make our way down, falling like a leaf, all the way down. To A. So now we're in, when did we, G, A. A, C sharp, E, F, C sharp, E. Yeah, we have to do this for the 7th. And make our way back down, falling like a leaf. Lots of repetition, but hopefully we get away with it because it just sounds that good. It's kind of really it's going up, like do do do. It's going up when this is going down. This is going down. This is going up, and this is kind of stagnant. Interesting. I had no idea it would come out like this. Oh. What did I do? Uh-huh. Okay, we should have started here. No, we should have started here. Great. Okay, so we just need to do this. All the way back down to D. I mean, we can go to F sharp, like go for the inversion, the second inversion. So A, right? F sharp, A, do we go major or major seventh? Not sure. Because it's such a root finish. I don't know. This would sound really good if we had something like something along the lines of like Snowfall instruments, the instruments that were in the song Snowfall. It would sound really good if we just like changed up the melody a little bit, slowed it down. I might actually try that. But first I need to find it's a sine for sure. Sine type instrument, but I don't know, like sine wave, but I don't know what exactly that instrument is. I could probably search up a YouTube tutorial and then someone definitely figured it out. Because I love that music, that type of music. But anyway, that's a this went off topic there, side tangent. Went off a tangent there. Well, it's already very late now, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up a little bit. How long have I been recording this? An hour and 15. Wow. Okay, I am tired. I might revisit this. Oh, definitely. I will definitely revisit this later. But I was thinking about if I'll do it tomorrow, but probably not. Maybe not tomorrow. We'll see if I have time. But yeah, it's looking good. Of course, we won't be able to hear this. This will actually be down here. And then we're going to have this up here, where it's going to increase actually after, what's this, 8 measures? More than that. But, and here's when you can first hear it. I don't know, this is a little bit too hard hitting here. We have a lot to fix, but it does sound okay for now. We definitely improved a little bit since 2 hours ago, so. All right, or not 2 hours, an hour and 15, but anyway, all right, so I'm gonna wrap it up for today. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.